Welcome to the Hunter Report, and today I'm going to compare the Sokani Lume Cube competitor with the actual original Lume Cube. So these are both waterproof lights with approximately the same power range and approximately the same size. The biggest difference between these two, aside from the price, with the Sokani coming in at $49 and Lume Cube coming in at $79, is the Lume Cube provides Bluetooth access, so you can remote control the light via your phone, and it's also a flash, so it can sync up to a camera and act as a flash. The Sokani here does not have Bluetooth, and it's not a flash. It's just a light. Let's first go outside to a courtyard and just test how it throws in a really dark situation. Here we have the Sokani on the left and the Lume Cube on the right, and they're both coming up to full power. Remember, the Lume Cube has 10 settings, the Sokani only has 4. Let's go ahead and freeze the image right here. I don't see a huge difference. So last night I did a power drain test between the Lume Cube right here and the Sokani right here. I let them run from fully charged until power off, and I took some video right in this spot to show the timing of how their power drains. So let's go take a look at that. And as you can see, they both basically failed at the 45-minute mark, almost identically. All right, so now I'm gonna do the zero power plugged in test. So I have that white USB power supply, the same white USB power supply right there. These are totally free of power. And what I found using the Lume Cube over the years is at max power, if you try to do a plugged in situation while it's at max power, it tends to like stay on for maybe 30 seconds and then go off for a bit. And I found that right around setting 5, so about half power, is where you get that ideal balance between being able to draw from external power while still stay on most of the time. So we're gonna do both of these at half power, plugged in test, same power source, see how it goes. Let's get it. So this result is really surprising. The Sokani on the left just stops working after about 5 minutes, and the Lume Cube keeps going. Keep in mind, they were totally powered off when I plugged them in. So that's a really interesting difference. Let's keep doing some more tests. So I have this set up here, and the Lume Cube right now is illuminating Mr. Bumblebee, and I'm gonna take pictures using the same ISO, same aperture triangle, and the light's gonna be in the exact same spot. The only thing that's gonna be different is we're gonna do one with the Lume Cube, and then we're gonna do one with the Sokani. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, on the left we have the Lume Cube, and on the right we have the Sokani. I color matched them as best as I could, and I think the light was slightly at a different angle, but again, overall, just like the courtyard, I'm not seeing a huge difference. We can go and zoom in. So here we are zoomed in, and you know, the noise looks about the same, and the background looks about the same, and you know, the shadow on the nose looks about the same. Yeah, I think really what you're seeing is like a color temperature variation more than anything. You know, lights in the same spot. I'm just not seeing a big difference. Both of them are at max power, so I think that's the takeaway. No difference. Not too big of a difference. Okay, here we go, the water test with the Sokani. It's fully submerged. All right, passes the water test. So I really found the lighting to be very similar in terms of the power output from both of these. I couldn't find any huge differences in the lighting, even though their specs are different on paper. So lighting-wise, really, really similar. The Sokani is a little warmer than the Lume Cube. But the biggest difference to me is how the Sokani handled the power down situation when it was plugged in. And the Sokani sort of stayed on for a few minutes and then just went dead and didn't recover at all. Now, when you're out in the field
and things are happening, you don't want your light blinking on and off. It's happened to me, and it's made some of my footage unusable. It's made my shooting inconsistent, and it just led to me missing moments that I didn't want to miss. So for that reason, because the Sokani just doesn't have the power engineering when there's no charge and you have it plugged in, so you expect it to work. It just doesn't have the power engineering that the Lume Cube has. The Lume Cube will go on for as much power as it have. It'll go off, but then the moment it's like confident enough that it has enough power, it goes back on. And that's the reason why I think the Lume Cube is quite worth the $79 for that engineering right there, that reliability. And quite frankly, I don't think the Sokani is worth $49, given you're not getting Bluetooth, you're not getting flash, and you're not getting as good power engineering. So for 39 bucks, I'd say, yeah, this is a keeper, but I'm returning this. I'm actually selling it. Another small negative with the Sokani is I found it didn't fit well in all tripod situations. So right here, the tripod is absolutely locked, and there's some clearance. You see there's some clearance right there, and it doesn't, like the tripod hole isn't long enough. Now you do get 3 tripod holes, whereas here on the Lume Cube, it just securely fits into the tripod. Now, that might not be a deal breaker for you, and the Sokani did fit on a few of my other 1/4 inch mounts. I found that slightly annoying with the Sokani. So one slightly cool thing about the Sokani, it has these magnetic diffusers. There's a diffuser and it has a warm color filter right there. And actually the newer Lume Cube Air has these as well, and it comes with those. Whereas the older Lume Cube here, you had to buy a separate case for it. The lack of reliability is why, hands down, at this point in time, the Lume Cube is a clear buy, worth every penny. I know it's more expensive, but you don't want to be out in the field and not able to shoot, and then the moment just sort of fades away while you're waiting for your light and apologizing for your light to go back on. So, Lume Cube all day. Thank you so much for tuning in, and go ahead and check the description below if you want to pick up any of these. If you're crazy enough to get the Sokani, please subscribe and please give me thumbs up. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you found this helpful.